Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today I have a brand new miner control deck, and honestly Supercell made a mistake giving this in the game because they made me a little bit too OP. They let me control the game a little bit too easy with this deck. It is absolutely absurd. It is everything OP about the new update. So we're running Goblin, Demolisher, and Prince in this deck, and now my Goblin Demolisher is one level short. It's level 14, and I'm doing that because, you know, I'm on protest with Supercell right now. I really don't want to support them any more than I have to after they gave out a terrible update. But the Goblin Demolisher is probably one of the best, if not the best card that you can play with Mortar right now. It is absolutely absurd, and Prince is just like, it's crazy strong. So we're gonna go in with the miner there, and this guy has Dagger Duchess, so the miner's gonna get some decent damage. He is gonna play the Tesla, which was a pretty good play. Hopefully the Prince can take it down. Oh my goodness, that is crazy. Now I'm gonna log these archers so that they're one-shotable by the freaking log, and this guy's in trouble. I actually feel bad. He has level 14 archers. That's pretty crazy. Now the nice thing about this deck is the Goblin Demolisher. I mean, it's great for offense, don't get me wrong. It does a ton of damage, but defensively, oh my goodness, it is crazy. It is absolutely absurd, and I'm sure you guys will see it in this video. I'm also curious, what are your guys' thoughts on the update? I feel like Clash Royale is in a pretty sorry state right now. I'm really not a fan of this update. I feel like the Goblin mode was cool for a little bit, but it's so repetitive because you have to use the same Goblin decks to have success in it, and like there's nothing fun about that, and you can only get the new cards like that. I feel like if Supercell's going to release new cards, honestly, I feel like they should be boosted every time they come out. I know they'll never do that, obviously, but I feel like that's the way it should be. Okay, we have to be a little bit careful here because he's going to Xbow for sure, and we don't have the greatest way to kite it. I'm going to save my log because those archers are such a low level. Let's go ahead and play our Goblin Demolisher. That way if he pops an Xbow, then, you know, at least he has to deal with that. Let's start the little Prince in the back to get the 3-card cycle, and then we're just going to start the Prince in the back again. I feel like that's the best way. Oh, okay, we're going to play the Prince there, and then we're going to poison. And let's just play the Evo Bats here because he played the Evo Tesla in the middle there, and so we don't really have to worry about it. And then let's go ahead. The Xbow will get some damage, but that's okay. I'm not super worried about that. And then he's going to have to play the Knight to defend our Mortar. So let's go ahead, let's log his archers here. Honestly, I feel so bad that he's under-leveled. We'll get the Prince in front as well. And then that way we'll get another Mortar shot. If we can get one more, nice, that's perfect. And then at this point, we could even just minor poison cycle him if we need to. With this deck, though, guys, I would try to make sure that you're not playing your minor poisons just, like, randomly. You do want to kind of have at least a bit of, you know, like a plan when you're playing them so that you're not playing them into the Dagger Duchess blindly. So you'll see here, like, the little Prince took some damage from the Dagger Duchess, so I'll go ahead and play the minor, and then he will get some Xbow damage again, but I'm really not too worried. Alright, you guys, next matchup. Now I cut that one a little bit short because I figured you guys probably didn't want to watch me just poison cycle this guy down, so we did come out with the win there, but I figured that was not something you guys would want to watch. We just got some amazing Goblin Demolisher damage. I am so happy about that. Okay, that is awesome. Okay, let's just kind of chill for a second. I guess we can cycle the bats in the back. We might as well do that so that we can kind of get the Evo Bat cycle going, and then they should help out with the goblins as well, so we won't have to deal with them. Let's start the Prince on this side. Ooh, gotcha. And then we're gonna hit the miner, and then we don't really have to do anything else, and then we can go ahead. We got the Mortar on this side, we got the Prince on the other side. He'll have to counter the Mortar, so let's go ahead and play the miner onto the tower. Now I know we probably should be pushing the left side, but I'm just kind of chilling. I wanted to make use of that miner if possible, and then we can go ahead and play the Demolisher right here. And we are cycling quicker than this guy because he's using Evil Wizard. We should be able to cycle quicker. Let's go ahead and play some bats here to force him to play something, because then the Goblin Demolisher will get on the tower if he doesn't. Nice. Okay, he's going to have to play the Mortar, and then we can just play the LP right here. And that should be okay. And then if the LP stays alive, then we have a pretty decent counter push going here. So let's go for the Mortar again, just keeping him on his toes. He's gonna have to play the goblins and then the poison. Actually, you know what, that was a pretty solid play, I can't lie. Now let's just wait and see what we have to do next. He's gonna play the Knight, and then we're just gonna chill for a second. Okay, let's go ahead and play the Prince here, and then what's he going to play to defend the Prince now? Because he lost his goblins. He's going to have to play... Yeah, okay. He's going to have to use his miner defensively, which I'm okay with. And then we can go ahead and play the Goblin Demolisher in the back here. If he goes for the Mortar, we're going to have to play our miner defensively, which kind of sucks. But yeah, okay. So we're going to have to do this. Then let's go ahead and poison right there on the Mortar. And then I'm just going to play my little Prince right here just to be safe. I don't really want to risk that Evil Mortar getting even one shot, because if it did, that would suck so bad. And then we're going to Mortar. He's going to play the Knight in the back, so we're okay. And then Okay, I kind of like, I want to start pushing with the prince in on the right side, but honestly I feel like we're gonna have to play same lane against this guy. Let's go ahead and play the evil bats there. Then let's go ahead, let's poison. Oh crap, his mortar got a shot. That's crazy. Okay, well, we're gonna get some decent damage here, I think. Let's go ahead and play the little prince, and then ooh crap. Okay, we got to get the prince here because that's going to be annoying to deal with. We're both getting some decent minor damage there. Let's go ahead and play the mortar again, and then we're just gonna have to chill for a second. Honestly, it might be worth Goblin Demolishing on this stuff. Let's go ahead and log just so that we can kind of get that wizard down, and then we can chill for a second. We might as well play the little prince here, and then okay, I'm gonna slow down now. I'm actually gonna wait a second. We got the bats going. Goblin Demolisher Death Blast is there. Let's go ahead and let's start the prince in the back, and then how do I want to do this? I guess I should poison right here. Just because I need that chip damage no matter what. And then we can go ahead and play the Demolisher there. And let's log, because that evil wizard will go down. Then we're going to go ahead and evil mortar here. And the Demolisher's still alive. Oh, we got a lock. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Okay, we just won. Let's give him a good game. That was a pretty close one, but we do end up coming out with the lock, which is amazing. I don't think he's going to be able to come back at that point. Let's go ahead and get the poison here because he has the bats there. He's going to have to play a counter to that miner, or else he's going to lose. Oh crap, okay, hopefully he doesn't get... Oh my goodness, that miner saved us. That could have been bad. But let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next one. Alright, you guys, next matchup. Now, I'm curious. First of all, if you're still watching, let me know down in the comments. But second of all, what is your favorite sport? Because I am a big hockey fan, and so I was watching the hockey game yesterday. And I don't know if any of you guys were watching it, but I definitely was. And the Edmonton Oilers did lose, which I was cheering for because I am Canadian. So that was a tough loss. But I'm curious if anybody else watches hockey or just what sports you guys watch in general. Let me know. Now, this guy is going to... He's got a bit of a funky deck here. I'm not too sure about the Firecracker and how that fits into what he has. He probably has Giant or E-Giant. Or P.E.K.K.A. actually, now that I think about it. I'm sensing a P.E.K.K.A. here. Now, in this deck, guys, as well, if you want, I'll give you a little secret because you've been watching this long. You don't have to use Little Prince in this deck. You can use guards if you want instead of Little Prince. I prefer Little Prince mostly just because of the matchups that I face. If I go up against Lava Hound and I don't have Little Prince, I get absolutely demolished. So that kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and play the Demolisher right here. And then... I'm going to log. We are going to get the King Tower activation, and we have the Prince, so let's just wait for the Demolisher to go down, and then let's play the Prince. That Death Blast is crazy, man. It's literally almost like a giant skeleton, which is so crazy. Let's go ahead and play the Miner here just to kind of keep the pressure up on him. We'll get some good chip damage, and then, actually, you know what? We might be in trouble here. No, we'll be fine, actually, now that I think about it, because we got the bats to deal with it, and then we can just play the Little Prince right here. Obviously not the most amazing counter, but... that's okay. We played the Little Prince up high so that the bats went down first and then the bandit, because if I played the Little Prince right here, I mean, like, obviously the bandit would dash onto it and then you know, wouldn't be able to dash onto the tower, but I felt like the bats and the bandit, my Dagger Duchess would run out of ammo and it just wouldn't be good. Now we are going to get a mortar lock here. He is going to zap to reset it, but we can just go ahead and log the Ram Rider, and that's good. And then I don't think we'll have to counter that bandit, which is also good. Let's go ahead and play... Okay, we did have to counter it. That's crazy. Ooh, that evil Firecracker is going to get a ton of value. Let's go ahead and poison on it. Please don't get a shot. No. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay, I'm not mad about this situation. I'm not loving it, but I'm not mad about it. I would have liked to get a little bit more damage, but that's okay. He's going to change lanes on us, so I am going to mortar on this side now. And then let's get the Little Prince down to help out. He's going to play his Evil Bat, so I'm going to play mine. Oh, and the Goblin Demolisher took it all out. That is so crazy. Okay, well, let's go ahead and play the Prince here. Oh, this is going to be close, man. Let's go ahead and log on it. And then that bandit is definitely going to get onto our tower, which sucks, but that's okay. Oh, it didn't. He's up in damage on us, which is kind of crazy, but that's okay. I guess, you know what, that is the price of greatness. Okay, let's go ahead, I guess. Let's cycle our bats here. And then let's go ahead and play the Goblin Demolisher to help out. And then if the mortar could hit the Firecracker, that would have been amazing. But you know what, you can't always get what you want. And then we're going to have to play our mortar to pull this Ram Rider, honestly. Which does kind of suck, but that's okay. It'll be good pressure. We are going to get a lock onto tower, though. And the Dagger Duchess is not firing where we need it to, which sucks. Let's go ahead, let's play the Miner and then the bats, because we do have... He did use a zap. Oh my goodness, if that bandit got hit. Oh, that one goblin's on the tower. I didn't even notice. What an MVP. Okay, well, let's give him a good game and let's give him a good luck as well. Wow. Alright, you guys, last matchup now. I have beef with this guy. Every time I play him, he BMs me if he beats me. He's only ever beat me like once or twice, but me and this guy have beef, so we're gonna go ahead and play the Goblin Demolisher. I'm just joking, we don't have beef, but I do remember he BM'd me. You know, Benny doesn't forget. So we're gonna start the Prince in the back here, and then he's probably gonna go for a Fisherman. Yeah, saw that coming. So let's go ahead, let's poison for the Night Witch, and then let's actually just get some bats down here. I mean, the Goblin Demolisher is gonna go crazy, but that entire push will be taken care of. The Goblin Demolisher, it's so nice, man. It does so much damage. I feel like I'm not used to a card being that strong, so sometimes I overplay cards with it because I'm like, oh, I'm going to need something else with it. But it's actually just so strong that you don't even have to do anything. It's just crazy. Shoot, we're going to have to play the little Prince here. Oh my goodness, that was well played. That was very well played. Let's give him a well played. That was well played. Oh my god, see, there's the BMing from this guy. This guy, me and him, we have beef, man. Shoot, how are we gonna deal with this? Because we are down in elixir for sure. Let's go ahead and play the mortar defensively. Okay, he's gonna void. See, I can't play my Prince because he's gonna play the Fisherman. Unless, okay, I could do this, and then I could play the bats, and then he's gonna have to Fisherman, so he won't be able to use the. What is this guy stupid? Okay, let's go ahead and log, and then he could have absolutely cooked us if he would have played the Fisherman. I don't know what he was thinking there. Okay, well that's cool. What is this guy dumb? Oh my gosh. Okay, well that's interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and play the Goblin Demolisher here, and this time I'm not gonna LP. I'm going to play the Miner. Boom. And then obviously it's a negative elixir trade for us, but that's okay. I wanted to save the little Prince. Evil Wizard is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Let's just go ahead and play the Prince here, and then he's gonna have to use the Fisherman for that. And we're technically up in damage, so I don't really know. Like, oh, if that would have got on the tower, that would have been amazing. Okay, well, let's start the little Prince in the back here. Let's go ahead and play defensive mortar. Let's go ahead and log, and then let's do this. And then he used the void, so that's good. Then we can just go ahead and pop the LP ability to kind of push that giant back. Boom. And then we're just going to chill for a second. His giant might get one hit, but that's okay. And then we can play the Prince right here. Then we're going to evil mortar. Now we're going on the offensive. We are pushing our advantage here. So let's go ahead. Let's do that. And then I think, you know what? I think we need to get a Goblin Demolisher in here because he might evil wizard. Okay, or he's going to Prince. That's pretty crazy. Let's use this emote on him because he just choked that. We're going to get the win here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Glad we were able to settle some beef with this absolute bozo, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one.